Welcome to the deepest, darkest archives. Peruse through heroic tales of adventure, confronting a druid's wrongdoings, and a wavering forest. All this and more in the first chapter of the Dungeon Chronicles.
I'm Braxton, the DM, running the show, and I would love to pass it on to my players. I think if I remember correctly, we go to Ryan next, who's my co-host on the Dungeon Crawl. Tell us about yourself.
What's up, everybody? Ormano here. I'm Ryan. I play Ormano. It's nice to be here. I'm super excited, super stoked, very pumped, dare I say. And I'm gonna pass it over to Jamie.
Hello, it's me, Jamie.
Pause.
I'm here to play Zerda today, your favorite goblin, who may or may not be a paladin and may or may not be obsessed with birds. That's all you need to know for now. I'll pass it to Kenneth.
Oh my god.
Yo, what up? Kenneth here. I play Salty.
Hey guys, it's Kenneth.
Don't interrupt
Hey
him.
guys, it's Kenneth. I play Salty, the half-orc pugilist, and we're gonna shit on some druids for you. Hopefully we're gonna shit on some
Spoilers?
druids, so, they're listening to the episode, so they knew what happened last
I know,
episode.
but we haven't
so.
shat on anybody yet.
All right, I said we're going to. I can tell the future, all right?
All right.
Oh god, y'all have I just realized so many things. Oh boy, let me tell you about the things that we realized. Last time on the Dungeon Chronicles, our intrepid adventurers, and I actually don't even know what that word is, but I've heard it said a lot in this case, so I'm going to use it today. Hopefully it is not profanity. They were heading over from Waymore, a town where they jumped into an inn and some crazy funky places happened with two tieflings that brought them there, and they met some colorful people. That doesn't matter at this point. They're tasked to go to the Envy Forest to figure out what the hell is going on here and to retrieve some items, some tools of a doctor there, Minor Ursa, who's the son of Major Ursa, the mayor of the town. He wanted some help there. They also were just kind of trying to investigate the items they wanted to get from Brock the Smith, who knows Tintin, somebody they met on the way. On the path to the forest, they ran over a couple of boys who fell prey to whatever's prowling upon the forest in these areas, saved them, interacted a little bit. I'm seeing them laugh at me. The video's probably going crazy.
No, just laughing at the phrasing. We ran over a couple boys.
You ran over a couple of boys.
They didn't actually run over them. Well, at least with healing. So it kind of worked out in that regard. I don't know. It's helpful. There was a heartfelt moment, or Mono let his inner, I don't think you're a father. I don't remember your backstory at all.
Wow.
You just had
a
a
nice
little bit
DM.
of
You forgot who I am.
I forgot. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to spoil anything, but Ormano helped out these poor boys and sent them on their way. And with their newfound info, they enter into the forest with some information that hopefully can keep them alive. They run across some nice air blowing through that kind of snuffed out their torches, entangled vines that they climb over, a massive snakehead that they talked to. They named him Marlowe. He told them about some druids that have been here, kind of wielding some sort of weird reptilian creature. There's been frozen concrete people. Concrete doesn't exist in this world. But they made a deal with him to try to figure out what the hell is going on and free him, because he seems to be trapped within the trees here. Despite his size, he cannot get out. Eventually, they explore a little bit more and find a large, I think six-legged creature that has glowing eyes that they've managed to, I suppose, put a carrot in front of its face, and it kind of likes them now, and they're controlling it and maybe using it as a secret weapon against these druids. I don't know what they're going to do with it. It's going to be fun. They finally reach to the druids themselves and decide to take Marlowe's advice. They do not enter violently, at least for the moment. It got tense. A hold person or command spell. Which was it, Ryan?
Command.
A command.
Not a hold person spell.
What was the command, if you don't mind telling us?
Drop the staff.
All right. So they don't know what this staff is. They don't know what's going on, what's happening, but we'll find out this session. Everybody, if you could, for me, let me pause this on. Roll initiative.
Hell yeah, brother. I love starting a session with rolling initiative.
What die do I use? I'll use my
Starting off
green one.
strong tonight, everybody.
Yes. Oh, I need to add a
yes.
thing.
Definitely starting out strong.
Yeah, this is not good, is
Oh, no.
it? Not
Hold
good.
on.
Oh.
So while you guys ruminate there, I'm gonna add.
Thanks, die.
God, that thing
man.
is strong. So hopefully, this encounter. So on D&D Beyond, they let you know if an encounter is difficult. I won't tell you what this one is, but it's gonna be an interesting time.
Like
Oh,
Kobold
okay.
Fight Club.
Okay,
Yeah, cool fight clubs where it's at. Screw D&D Beyond.
it's basically the same thing. They're working on
Fuck
it,
your
they're figuring it
sponsorship.
out. But for
Gold
today,
is better. So
okay,
it's better
Don't
because
worry about it.
there's third party stuff.
we'll eventually
legal
we'll enter into
reasons.
the world where D&D Beyond owns everything. So maybe we
not.
should try to
I
avoid
don't want
that.
Disney.
No. Yeah, please.
It could
D&D
get that
Beyond
way.
now.
Salty, I want to know what your
Yes.
initiative is first.
1 plus 2. That
Was
is
it a
a
nat
3.
one?
That was a nat 1, yeah.
It's a 1, my dude.
No, that's a 1 plus 2 is 3.
Is that how initiative works?
It's whatever
Yeah.
you want, Braxton. Whatever
All
you
right,
want.
we'll go with 3. I don't want
It's
to.
whatever you want, but
I'll believe him.
I think that
I'll
would
give
be
you the
really
chance.
funny.
Nah, we'll give him a 3. We'll give him a 3. It's okay. Rules, people
Oh,
out
yeah.
there. I'm sorry. This is for fun. All right, Zerda, what do you have?
18.
Okay,
Nice.
so I guess this is going well.
Let's go.
And Ormano.
1 plus 1.
Guys!
Two for those of you keeping score out there. That's a 1 plus 1 is a 2.
Guys.
We're saving the good rules for when we need to hit things, all right?
Oh,
I
I do
just
have
want
a,
to come up at the end. I just want to bring it to the rear. That's all I wanted to do. So
I do have a
So-
question.
Yes.
If we were to involve Mrs. McGuire in this,
Oh yeah, that's the lizard's name that you guys
Do
are
we-
now
holding on
owning.
to her?
yes. Do we need to? Yeah, Ormano is holding on to Mrs. McGuire. Do we need to roll initiative for her?
I was gonna ask that. Let's make it fun. Who? You know what? Zerda, let's have you roll initiative. I'll add the modifier, and I won't tell you what. Well, you'll know what she gets, but I won't tell you what the
Okay,
modifier
I'm
is.
gonna use this really pretty teal cloud die for Mrs. McGuire.
All right.
9.
9.
9, yes.
Okay, so I'll put that in there. Now let me roll for these two hooded druids. You do notice immediately the one that was holding the staff just has a cloak over them, and you can't make out any features. But the other one that's right next to them has kind of like a hunched over back, and the hood that's over them is misshapen. It doesn't even look like a human head. All right, so let me go ahead and roll. That looks pretty good. And let's get that. Okay. I have now started combat. Up first. Man, this is so useful. Zerda, you are currently faced closest out of everybody because you dashed forward, if you remember correctly.
Yes.
So the staff in the hand of the more normal looking druid has been dropped. Nothing has happened yet. You're beginning this. What would you like to do?
I was told to grab the staff, so I'm just going to run forward and grab onto the staff. And then I'm gonna hold my action.
see, this was the plan. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It doesn't matter what we rolled. As long as she
Yeah.
rolled good, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's the whole plan.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna grab onto the staff with one hand, and then with my other hand, I want to ready my battle axe for if they start to attack. I want to hit the one closest to me.
Okay, so if they start to attack. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so that ends that. Do you want to do anything else? You have movement. You can maybe say something, or you can just leave it there and scare them with your intimidating face and stout stature.
No, I'm just gonna stand there and, well, can I try to intimidate the one closest to me?
Absolutely.
I just want to like. Oh, I want to
JD
make
just
that
made a-
noise. Yeah, I want to make
JD
that
just made a
noise
noise.
as
That
I
was
bare
fun.
my teeth. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, roll me an intimidation check. Let's see. Okay.
Baring your fangs.
13.
Okay, so you've made this squeaky noise and you bare your fangs.
Yeah.
You're a small goblin-esque creature with a nice smile. You can't see the face of the person there, as they're still turned around with the staff on the ground currently in this initiative. But it doesn't seem like they've been startled.
Okay.
Next up, we do in fact have the more misshapen druid on the right.
Oh, nice.
They begin to turn around, and since the hood was obviously made for a humanoid creature, it does not successfully cover this entire thing's face. You see the maw of something that looks like a large cat, like a panther. It has black fur, and right at the top you see a little bit of something brown before the hood covers it and just is over them, blocking whatever is underneath. It stands at the ready, crouches down on all fours, and it's going to hold its action. Next is the other druid. The other druid is going to turn around, look at Zerda, and hold its hand out. Okay. Next up is, what did we name the lizard creature? Miss McGuire?
Mrs. McGuire, yes.
Mrs.
Lizzie
McGuire. For all intents and purposes, I'm going to let those who are near Mrs. McGuire attempt to sway it to do something.
Okay.
Making an animal handling check. So you can make it a verbal command, or you can try to push it. I'll let you guys do whatever you want.
I'm still holding on to her leash.
All right, Romano, would you like to try to make an animal handling check and do something?
Sure.
Okay. What do you want to try to
The
tell us to do?
blindfold's on her, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Blindfold is
Animal
still on.
handling. 12.
12. Okay. I would say that seems to have worked. What are you going to try to do that, as you're beginning it, feels like it's taking action?
I'll just reach down and pet Ms. McGuire and say, all right, just be calm for a minute, see what's going on. And I'll just keep her there with me.
Okay. You hear like a low rumble and kind of a lurching forward, but it doesn't seem to move any farther than
Do I get the
that.
idea that she knows these assholes are in front of her?
You feel the lurching forward feels pointed and poised for an attack. It seems to be ready.
We're like, what, 20 feet, 30 feet away?
You are 30 feet away from them. Zerda is immediately, actually right next to them. So she's 30 feet in front of you guys.
Okay.
Okay. Salty, you're up next. You've just seen Zerda grab the staff, and one druid has turned, gotten ready on all fours, kind of odd, and the other one's turned around and is asking for the staff back. What would you like to do?
What does the other one look like?
Which one?
Not the cat one.
So the non-cat one, as you can see from this point of view with the light that managed to come through the canopy, there seems to be an opening up top and it just shines straight through. It's very apparent to all of you. This one looks like a simple humanoid creature with rather soft features, kind of a little bit of a hooked nose, but it appears to be some sort of elf because the hood is pointing a little bit on the sides.
All right. Salty hastily gets out the net that he had made earlier, all right. We don't want to hurt you. We just want to talk. And I'm gonna throw the net on the guy that's holding their hand out, and the net has a range of 5 feet. So I have to run. I have to run up next to Zerdo, I imagine, and throw it on that guy.
Okay.
And it's going to be a disadvantage.
What's going to happen in that moment is the druid on the right, the one that's crouched, is going to use its reaction, its ready to action, to pounce on you.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
I can take it.
What? Let me see here. Where's that creature? Make a strength save for me.
Oh, I'm good at those, but my dice have been fucking me. So
we'll see.
With
I mean,
the
see
one
how it goes.
roll that we've had.
Salty is big. He's got some muscles. He's worked out.
You said a strength saving throw?
A strength saving throw.
All right, that's a dirty 20.
Okay, cool. So what you experience now, this entity jumps and lurches forward and tries to pounce onto you with fangs bare and claws going for your chest. How you succeed, how do you want to avoid it?
I think Salty just kind of football player just kind of turns around it like it's coming at him, and he just kind of like jukes it, and with the momentum spinning, just like throws the net on the one with his hand outstretched. He's like, oh no, bad kitty.
Okay, awesome. So in that case, make a ranged attack throw, I believe, for the net.
Yeah, with a disadvantage because it is
Super close.
Yeah, super close.
That's such a weird thing.
Yeah, Watsy. That is a 16. No, that is a math. Come on, brain. 17.
A 17? Okay.
Yes.
Your net successfully flies over and lands on top of this druid, entrapping them into it. For those that don't know, is there anything specific that the net says?
So basically what it does, they're restrained. I think the DC is like a strength or a dex to get out, a DC 10, or they can do like 5 slashing damage to it to break the net. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to try to grapple this guy.
Okay.
I want to go up and like grab like his mouth, so like his hands are tied up with it. Now I want to grab his mouth so he can't like speak or say anything.
Okay.
Man, Salty
All right.
getting to work.
All right. Do me your dice
we
rolls.
got it. Yeah, this is gonna be with advantage because he is restrained. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, you guys I feel like you guys communed. You did mention we're going to make a secret Discord channel and talk about what we're going to do.
Yeah, we
That's,
chatted like crazy about this.
Dude, like
All right.
crazy. 23 to hit for grapple.
Jeebus. Okay. That succeeds. You've grappled and do what you intended to do and are covering its mouth. Anything else?
I swear we just want to talk. I swear we just want to talk.
Oh my god.
And that is my turn.
While
So
you're
he
doing
has
that,
a
you
speed of
hear
0,
a muffled...
with grappled.
Okay. So at this point, you hear a muffled, kind of more higher-pitched voice. And she's yelling out right now. It
Where?
seems to be. From behind Salter's mouth. Or hand.
Salty's
Turned into something
grappled
interesting.
him. I grappled him with my
I grapple
mouth.
them with my mouth.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, she's kind of yelling out right now. She seems like she just doesn't want to be in this situation, of course.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
And when the other one leaped out at Salty, did we get a better look at it? Does it seem to be like it's a panther or something?
He threw it onto the ground, and due to how the cloak is on the top, the hood doesn't come down, but you notice the entire body is humanoid, but it has black fur on certain patches of its arms. Really weirdly placed. It's not consistent at all, but it seems like this might be some sort of chimera with a humanoid and a large cat creature. It's currently flailing on the ground because it's been juked, and then it got back up eventually. So Salty, embarrassed with its tail between its legs, if it has one. You haven't seen it yet. Salty, is that all you got?
Yeah, that is my turn.
All right, Ormano, what would you like to do?
And I can also tell that it's an elvish person, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. I will shout in elvish.
We just want to talk. I know it seems pretty pretty intense here, but we just want to figure out what's going on here and get a lay of the land.
And then
Omada, what are you saying? I can't understand you. Are you trying to talk to me? You need to speak up, man.
I'll scoot forward. And while I'm saying that, I'll scoot forward 10 feet. And then, and kind of, I guess, bring Ms. McGuire with me, and hold my action to toss my spear if any of these creatures, or a new creature, I'll say, if anything attacks my friends, I'll throw my spear whoever attacks my friends.
Okay. So we're back at the top of the initiative. Zerda, you're holding the staff, right?
Yes.
So at the moment right now, while you're holding the staff, you feel a weird connection to the location that you're in right now. It feels as though you feel more of the dirt beneath your feet. You can hear more of the leaves of the trees brushing against the wind from Marlowe's breath. You remember in this room above you, Marlowe's head with his eyes closed currently. He still rests there. You just feel more in tune with the area that you're in. You feel compelled at the moment to raise the staff into the air. Can you make me a charisma saving throw?
Oh no. Okay.
I'm sure
What-
Zerda's
what is she doing?
charismatic.
What is she doing?
I got a natural 20.
So
yeah.
Plus
You-
5, so 25.
I'll count that as a success. You begin to
Okay,
raise the
that's a
staff
success.
into the air, and whatever was compelling you to do so kind of dissuades and you lose your connection to the forest and the area around you.
Okay.
What would you like to do with your turn?
So I have the staff in one hand, a battle axe in the other. One of them is grappled, and then one of them is trying to attack Salty.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to take, I'd like to grab the staff with both hands and try to bonk the cat in the head to knock it out.
With the staff?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, make a attack against it. Attack roll against it for me.
Boy, good old staff.
Good old
22.
staff. 22, that does hit. With the staff in particular, I would say it's basically just a club. So what is that, a D4 of sorts?
His staff, a quarterstaff is a item. is
Oh,
a
I do
weapon,
have that. All right, I do have that right in front of me, actually.
If it is that big of a staff.
Yeah, so 1d6.
1d6?
Yep.
Awesome. I'll use my bone die.
And you should be able to add your
Uh,
strength
do I-
modifier to that if you're
I
proficient
add my
in
strength?
martial weapons.
I am. So, 7 damage.
7 damage?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me do this. How does that work? Oh, wow. Man, okay. Guys, I'm telling you. This D&D Beyond thing is pretty fancy.
For the nerds.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I
you
bonk him real
bonk it on the
hard.
head, and in that moment, the staff again feels like it begins to compel over you, but because of your save before, you kind of wean it off.
Nice.
Okay, anything
love
else
it.
you would like to do? No worries.
Unsure.
Sure.
Unsure.
As a bonus action, I will do nothing. Never mind.
Okay. Oh, you guys haven't
Yeah.
rested in a while.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, we have Yi, who has been bonked, up next.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
doubt
cat
they're
on
very
the
happy.
ground stands up after being thrown by Salty and bonked on the head by Zerda with the staff that their friend has been wielding. Due to the fact that currently one of them is being grappled and their mouth is being covered and they've been hit, it's none too happy. You get the feeling
Yeah.
that this thing is more primal in nature. It does not seem to have the same intelligence of a normal humanoid. I'm not throwing shade at it. It's just how it is. So Zerda, it's going to
Yeah.
try and do the same thing it did to Salty. Can you make me a strength saving throw?
You're strong. You're strong.
Yeah, I'm realizing that
I'm-
you guys are pretty well equipped for this.
That's cocked. Better. 17.
17? Okay, that
Yeah.
will succeed. And unfortunately, this guy can't seem to get a hold on anything right now. How do you want to avoid this?
I imagine since I'm so small, he tries to like jump down at me, so I'm just gonna jump straight up and like over him.
That's the opposite of what I expected. I was thinking like a slide underneath. Damn, that's
Nah.
acrobatic.
I assume
Okay.
I would register this as an attack on one of my comrades.
That would be correct.
Okay, I will toss my spear at this panther-like creature. 19 to hit.
You guys are okay. All right, that does indeed hit. What'd you like
Hey,
to
we're
do?
adventurers, man. We're
Yeah.
strong.
That'll be 8 points of piercing damage.
As you lunge your
respectable.
spear straight at this thing. Man,
Toss
you
my
guys are way
spear.
more capable than I was expecting.
All right,
So you said how
asshole.
many?
Come on,
Way
man.
more?
Come on.
How many?
We're way more capable.
8 points of piercing damage. As I,
I mean,
let
you guys
go
have
of the
been
spear,
tired.
and it sticks into that creature's ass.
Dang.
Ooh.
Panthers on the menu, boys.
Oh boy. So I'm imagining
Yeah.
Zerda jumps over, and this is almost like a Monster Hunter-esque thing. I've been playing a lot right now. Jumps over this four-legged humanoid creature, and it goes towards Ormano, unfortunately. And he uses that reaction to stab into it. In
Goes
this
towards
moment,
me?
well, you kind of were in the same direction. This thing has a long leap. It goes about 20
Okay.
feet. So
Do I
as it
need
missed,
to toss, or can I just?
no, you're fine. You can stab it.
Then I guess I won't toss it then.
Yeah. All right.
Toss it like
Changes the range
trash.
attack throw, but it still works out. So it is near to you now. It is going to wince in pain and back away and kind of get the stab out of your hands as it pulls out of the side of it. Let's see.
Gross.
Using
Bad
its
kitty.
movement, it's going to go back and stay at the moment right there, and kind of growl and snarl at Ormano. It seems to have found a worthy combatant here, somebody that actually is fighting against it rather than just throwing it away.
Bring
It's
it on,
rearing
bitch.
up at you.
Cook you.
The growl it has seems to be not something of like a cat or a panther, but like a weird morph of a voice from a humanoid and of a creature that looks similar to it. Next up, we have the druid who's currently being grappled by Salty
Grappled
And
and
restrained.
restrained.
and restrained. Upon hearing Ormano speak in a familiar language, whatever like movement it was trying to do to get out of you, Salty, it calms down a bit and just puts its hand for where it can move, trying to like the net stops it so it can't, but it feels like it's trying to get to your hand to pull it off its mouth in a non-combative way.
All right, no funny business, or else might have to do something that you and I will both regret. So yeah, I'll remove my hand and see what they say.
So Ormano, and if anybody else speaks Elvish, understand you all don't know what's happening right now. I need you to let me do what I'm trying to accomplish. Please let me go, or else my companion will probably rip you to shreds.
Okay.
Ormano, what are they saying? What are they saying, Ormano?
Are we still initiative or?
I'm gonna, for the sake of it, you're still in initiative right now because one is still on the attack.
Okay.
But you guys can respond right now.
My response would be, I guess, to translate all that for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next
So
up,
they know they understand what's going on.
we do have the basilisk.
Yes. I'll just try to do the same thing.
Okay. I mean, it's your friend at this point. We're going to use your success from earlier, and it's going to manage to stay calm still. It is riled up
kiss.
because there's there's another predator there. You will truly likes you guys. Just give a collar. So, next up after that, Salty, it is your turn. You're holding this druid. It's pleaded as Ormano is translated to be released.
All right. Well, they're making fucking Chimera, so I don't really feel that bad. Whatever they're trying to do. Ormano, can you ask them what they're trying to do here?
Yeah, I'll nod. Yeah.
So
Do you translate that?
you can. At this point now, next up we do have Ormano.
I'll use my action. I'll scoot all the way next to this elvish person and kind of kneel down, keeping an eye on the panther in the corner, and just continue speaking elvish.
We can talk this out and figure out what's going on. But I'm just gonna have to ask you to tell your friend to settle down for a minute. We mean no harm. We just want to talk.
And as their reaction, they'll say in Elvish, Karin, please stop attacking them for now. For those of you who didn't hear, she said Karin. If you want to type that in your notes, Karine. Just keep things consistent there because Ryan writes the descriptions for this podcast. So the creature that was lunging at all of you guys lays down onto the ground, as you would see like a large animal with 4 legs, just resting its stomach to the floor. Combat is over for now. You guys are out of initiative. Zerda, you have the staff currently, and the elf that was speaking to Ormano just continues to put its hand out towards you and asks in Elvish, "Can you please return what's mine?"
I'll kneel down next to her and say,
We'll talk about the staff, but you said you're doing something here. What is it exactly that you are doing? Because we heard from a fella upstairs that you guys are doing some bad stuff to the forest.
This forest was destroyed before we brought the trees back.
But at what cost?
These are 2 separate matters. I don't think you quite understand. To be fair, I haven't explained.
It to me.
Right.
Enlighten me. You don't speak common, do you?
No.
Okay, well, I'll translate for my comrades.
Perfect. And for all extent and purposes, we'll just say this happens easily, and Ormano talks as this elf talks.
Mm-hmm.
She pulls back her hood, and you see a fairly attractive elven woman with, I would say, shoulder-length, straight blonde hair. It's kind of in a bob. She's got somewhat golden skin and speaks in kind of not like a lower tone. Before you get the hint that when she was yelling before, it was like for her life. She's a bit more calm now. As a druid, we care deeply for nature, and since this entire world right now has been ransacked by whatever is in the sky, I began to study the melding of different parts of nature and trying to separate things, but some of my experiments went awry, and I had to take things in my own hands. I must admit, I'm not quite fond of the humans and non-elven creatures of this plane. I'm not from here.
Don't blame you.
Oh, so you understand at least.
We all
But I
got
get
our
the
shit.
That's true. I assume you spoke with, and she looks up and her eyes meet where Marlowe does not have any. I assume you spoke with him?
Yeah, Marlowe.
What did he tell you?
He told us that you guys locked him in, refused to really have a parlay with him, and have been ransacking and destroying his forest by creating these Chimera, it's what we call them. Kind of destroying nature. That's what he told us. What's your take on it?
Well, before we came here, he didn't have much of a forest. He was just resting in a swamp. And unfortunately, he got entrapped whenever we used our staff to regrow it. I come from...
What about the eyes?
That's...
I don't think trees did that.
No, that was my companion. Marlowe tried to attack me and...
All right. What right do you have to, bring back a forest where there was a swamp? Huh? Maybe that's just nature playing its course, huh?
My friend's a little upset.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
At what? We didn't do anything to you in particular.
Yeah, you know you didn't do anything to us, but you did something to a fella that we were kind of keen of, and yeah, I really don't like what you're doing here. Also, we're being nice to you because we didn't just come at you, right? We didn't try to kill you. We came at you talkative, right? And honestly, we're not here for you. Like, we came to this forest for a different fucking reason, right? And sorry, Ormano, you can kind of clean this up.
Sure.
But I don't give a
He's doing so.
I don't give a damn about your whole...
I'll make it a little less angry, but I'll
decide to
translate.
do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
slightly. And I'll also add,
As much as I also agree with what my friend's saying, I'm also concerned on, you said this kind of was happenstance that you trapped in Marlowe. How come you could never move the trees temporarily, let him out?
I don't know how much of this I should tell you. It's rather secretive amongst what were my ancestors, my family. I'm not from around here. I don't know if you can tell, otherwise I would speak the local tongue. That staff is what I used to do all of this, and without damaging myself, I can't control the nature around here again. It has a sort of limit to how much I can use it without sacrificing
Zerda, how do
my
you
own.
feel with it?
I love it.
You feel fine now, Zerda. I'm quite surprised
think it
that
likes
she's
me,
able to hold
yeah.
on to it.
She's tough. Tougher than she looks.
She's also smart. But again, I asked the question, what gives you the right to mess with the nature around here, huh?
I'll translate that as is.
I mean, what gives anybody any right to do anything? I'm from a place where I'm surrounded by forest. In a sense, I'm a denizen of this place and wish to return at least the forest that was here before that swamp back to its glory. That's it. And I
What if
needed a
people
place.
like the swamp?
Well, I'm sorry, but I doubt there was any hospitable creature that was still located there. Marlowe attacked
Did
us
you-
relentlessly.
Well,
Did you ask the trees
place.
if they wanted to be a forest again? Maybe they wanted to be a swamp.
To be fair, the staff brings trees from my homeland, so I'm sure they were fine with it.
Where are you from?
Not of, I guess, this plane. I don't expect you to understand all of this. I don't know how in tune you are with the secrets of this world, but not from here.
Probably more than you think.
Whether that
Not
matters or
idiots.
not, I don't know. Well, true, you do conduct yourself rather well. I haven't even been able to get a hold on my friend there. But would you... Yes?
Yeah, what happened to, the little boy, the brothers, and one of their legs, huh?
Right, so when we first got here, we didn't have as much control over that thing that you're holding on to now. And the boys were playing around, and when we entered a forest again, they caught its ire. And it's unavoidable, unfortunately it happens. We managed to stop it before it could attack them, but it's just what happened. Bygones are bygones, I suppose.
I don't know if I'd say bygones or bygones. I mean, this thing doesn't really seem to like you guys very much either.
Well, neither does a giant creature here, but...
Yeah, maybe you should catch on that nature doesn't really appreciate what you're doing around here. You think you're like holier than thou, that this is what your calling is, but nothing here seems to appreciate your work.
Do you think I care about your opinions? I'm trying to accomplish something
Not
here
they're
that
not
I...
even my opinions, lady. I'm talking about the people that lived here before you even showed up. The people that are more in tune to nature than you are. This creature, it's from nature.
And you hear Marlowe's grumble.
God.
I don't like much where this conversation is going, but I
I
must
didn't know Marlo
agree.
spoke Elvish. It's impressive.
I must admit, I would much like to be freed from here before you do your plan of merging myself with that creature.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, what
you were
about
gonna-
what about that?
Yeah, like you're
Is
gonna...
he speaking common or is he speaking Elvish?
He is speaking in common right now.
Okay, then I'll translate that for her.
Okay. Well, to be fair, you attacked us, and I figured we have some control over this basilisk here. We might be able to combine you with it. Hopefully it takes over, and then we have control over you.
Alright, do you hear what you're saying?
What?
That is not a great... trying to combine two creatures, not a great look.
I mean, it's not much worse than what I've already done to my friend here, but...
I'm confused a little on how you want to promote and make more nature, but you to do that you want to make things that are not natural?
I suppose.
And in doing so, you're destroying what's natural.
She's got a
You
good
understand
point.
that, right?
Like I said, she's very smart.
Yes, it's rather odd. I've not met many creatures of her kind with her intelligence.
I've never heard that before.
Well, I, of course, in my druidic studies, have learned that nature should be as nature is, but I've fallen a bit from that.
I'll
All
say
I
a
want-
comment to the rest of them as I'm translating that.
Yeah, no shit.
There are two things I want to accomplish right now. My family has been somewhat subjugated to protecting one of the forts of you humans. You may know it as Fort Timunzar. We were tasked, at least
Yeah.
my family, during some god's awful war in the past, to guard it, to protect it. And not but a few distances away, our home is. And they take us from there and force us to guard it, just all because it's close to our home. You want to protect the forest that you're from, of course, the leader of this land said, but obviously my land hasn't been respected, the natural order hasn't been respected, so you can see why I've become a bit jaded. I would much appreciate it if you let us go. And she begins to
So-
raise her hand up. And let me see here. You guys can
So
continue
she's
speaking.
she's just gonna stoop to their level, basically. Act holier than thou, but not actually be.
Yeah.
She
She sounds like a bitch, honestly.
Yeah, what should we do about it, you guys think?
And honestly, this is none of our problem. Like, we came here to get
True.
some ingredients for rock. And we got caught up in all of this. Now, if they're causing chimeric storms and those fucking weird bug things, hate those. Not a big fan of those. If they're causing that and like destroying the forest with lightning strikes and merging creatures, no matter the reasoning, the ends doesn't justify the means.
I agree.
you translate
Also,
that?
she dropped the staff, so finders, keepers, losers, sweepers,
I
right?
think we're just like talking between ourselves
just
right
keeping
now.
it in common for right now. While
Okay.
she's just ruminating on her thoughts.
You can tell her that I said that she's being a hypocrite.
Yeah, I think she got that.
Yeah.
She's
I'll
going
turn to her.
to.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you go.
I'm gonna turn to her. And in Elvish, I'll say,
So do you control these storms? Forget
No.
everything else we've talked about, but I have a question about these storms.
No, by all means, no. That's something that has plagued my family and at least my friend here for quite some time. It came to my homeland first.
The guy upstairs said you can control the lightning strikes, though, right?
That's with a specific tool that is not originally
You found
mine.
here.
Oh, I have a question.
So,
Can
my
you-
little one has a question.
Can you ask her if, since she's been putting them together, if she's tried to take them apart?
Hmm.
I'll translate that. Yeah.
That's
She gets a bit. Her voice has a little bit of gravel into it now, and I have. That's what I've been trying to figure out at this point. If you've run across anything that I've put together, that's just because I want to figure out how to take it apart. My companion here became like this due to my own mistakes, and I just want to get them back. That's it. So if you could please return my staff to me, and I can continue trying to do that.
no matter if it
protecting
hurts
myself.
people.
What does that matter?
What you're all right. I think we've heard enough.
Have you not
I mean, there-
entered into this forest trying to protect yourselves? Who have you helped? Why are you all the authority of this land?
We're not. We're just here.
This is what's
looking for
wrong
some
with you
things, and we-
humans. You try to control everything. Tell us what's right and wrong.
Well, okay.
I'm
I'm
only
not
human
human.
here.
Yeah, and also I'm going to look at Mrs. McGuire. I think we helped somebody very dear to us.
I mean, we didn't really do much yet, I suppose, to that.
Do you really think you'd be able to solve this problem?
Yes, if I can keep experimenting and figure it out, surely my knowledge of
But how many
nature-
more problems would you create?
Look, if you lost somebody dear to you, you'd do anything to get them back, wouldn't you?
I have,
mean-
and I continue to move forward without harming others. I want just as much as you do to figure out what these storms are, what's happening to people, why things are merging together, but I don't think this is the way to do it. We're currently headed north to the source of this area to try to figure out, understand what's going on. And I can promise you this much. If you'll stop meddling with these poor people around in this area and with this wilderness and let poor Marlowe out, the second I find out some information that might be useful to you and what would you name? What was her name?
Her name is Kareen.
Kareen.
Green. I'll tell you, because I want this to end. I'm sick and tired of people losing loved ones because of shit like this, and I think it should stop.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Dice. D&D. Rolling.
19.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I do need to admit, I can't, at least me, I can't free your large friend right now. But you can. If you try to use the staff, it controls the trees around here, or anywhere. It's
Okay.
difficult to use, especially for somebody that's not of the Fae, but... And she
We'll have to
pauses
try.
for a moment. Wait, little one, what are you exactly?
She wants to know what you are.
Fuck if I know.
She has no clue.
Let me do a roll for her.
I was going to say, but then people started talking, so I stayed quiet. But before she even said that, I wanted to stand up because Zerda's getting antsy and she wants to try and wield the staff and make the vines go away. That's why I started laughing.
Okay, so... Braxton, the DM here. I don't know if you can tell if my voice is gone, but that is not because I just woke up, but because I, yesterday, did however long this session was that you're listening to. Remember, they're divided in 2 parts, and I spoke a lot. So did Salty. He hasn't done it yet, but you'll see. I also had some Girl Scout cookies, and sugar is not good for your throat. But besides that, of course, as always, as usual, during this little time slot here, I would love to tell you about ways to talk to us, get engaged, join the conversation, and hang out with good old Dungeon Chronicles. Wouldn't you like to do that? If you want to, you can jump over onto social media. We've got a handle. It happens to be at Dungeon Crawl Pod, both on Twitter and Instagram as well. Lately, our Discord has been super fun. It is one of the greatest sources of happiness that I have, and pretty much the only community that I interact with now. You can find the Discord link within the link tree in the description of any episode that you happen to be watching or listening to. If you want to send us an email, that can be done as well at thedungeoncrawlpod@gmail.com. And of course, I can see the confusion like I did last week and the many weeks before. The heck? This is the Dungeon Chronicles. What do you mean the Dungeon Crawl? Well, that is Ryan and I's original podcast. That's where all of this kind of started. It's where we talk about Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop RPGs in general when we get the chance. We venture outside of 5e. Godforsaken, I know. But there we teach you how to be a better player, better DM, provide a bunch of resources, review some source books that come out from WotC, or even give you some new ideas and stuff you can do in the homebrew spaces. Our last few episodes were a coverage of the new source book, The Mysteries of Candlekeep. I believe that's the name of it. Something like that. It's about Candlekeep, there's books, it's fun. And then our latest episode happened to have been on traveling. That one should be coming out the same week that this episode does, although in the past on the Tuesday of that week. So I'm sorry you missed it. Go check it out. I'd appreciate it. Love you. Okay, next up, where can you listen to all this stuff? You're able to search us on YouTube. That's one of the most fun ways to watch, with some videos of both podcasts. Just simply search Dungeon Crawl Podcast or The Dungeon Crawl Podcast. We'll show up. Again, we're not popular enough yet to just pop up with the Dungeon Crawl. Help us get there. I would appreciate that. So the schedule for the thing that you're listening to right now happens to be a stream where this episode is produced essentially every other Monday. This episode was streamed live on April 5th. So if you guys want to catch the next one, that will be April 19th at 6 p.m. CST. Please convert to your own local time so that you can be there or be square. Now, this is the most important part of the announcement. Usually, we stream on twitch.tv/Melacior, and that's spelled Melacior. I'm good at spelling bees. But we're going to be swapping over, I believe, for that April 19th episode to the Dungeon Crawl Network on Twitch. Twitch.tv/the Dungeon Crawl Network. So follow the Dungeon Crawl Network on Twitch if you want to catch that one. And we can see you guys there on the new home for the Dungeon Chronicles and anything that the group, the Dungeon Chronicles, makes. I'm excited about it. And the final thing, class, I promise I'll let you go after this. I'm going to keep it short this time because it's been a while. Go give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or the podcast app on your iOS device. It really helps us out. Okay, nothing long-winded left. I'll leave you there. I realize that me saying that is ironic. Get back in the episode. I hope you enjoy it. It's a doozy. Make an intelligence check for me to see if you can figure out how the hell to use this. Sorry.
How the
Here
hell?
comes that nat 20.
Nat 20?
14.
That's not terrible.
Not terrible.
So, I mean, I'm sure you've seen staves be used before. You have some innate magic ability too. You raise it up and maybe you decide to imbue some of your magic into it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to decide right now. Zerda, when she hears that this can control trees,
Yeah,
how
that's
many
about
of
when I
them-
stand up.
how many trees would Zerda like to move? A
Just
little,
the ones that
just
are-
enough?
Just the ones that are around Marlowe, yeah.
Okay, roll me 1d12 in that case.
50.
Sorry, weird dice that nobody likes to use. I like to try to.
I like D12s.
They're fun.
2.
Roll 2.
Yeah.
So, in this moment, you see the head of Marlowe that is in this space has 2 trees that are encircling around it, kind of in a corkscrew style. And after Zerda wields the staff, the end of it, which this thing just looks like a small tree of sorts. It's got a slender handle and the, I guess, what's the word? The bark kind of twists around. Imagine a tree that just kind of got rotated. And the end of it is like a little head of a broccoli, kind of, but tree leaves.
I love it.
And there are, the roots of it begin to wrap around your hand. Not aggressively,
Nice.
just lightly, and they glow a little bit as if your magic is feeding into them. And the 2 trees that are around Marlowe right now untwist and free that head, and you see it slink back and move away.
I start dancing with the staff.
Wow.
It's not
It's
much.
impressive.
She can do it.
Not much, but if you want to free him entirely, you might need to. You won't be able to use it again without harming yourself, but the others might if you want to free him entirely.
Yeah, we can pass it along. Are there others of your people in the area or just you?
There may be some still in the fort, following their age-old duty to protect it. They're of a different mindset, I suppose, but the rest of
Okay,
us
well.
would be back home.
Okay. So we have, besides wildlife, nothing else to fear in the area.
Other than the basilisk and what you call Marlowe, that's about it. I
Wow.
believe. If you wouldn't mind, Salty, are you still holding on to her at this point?
Yeah, of course.
Would you-
I've just have moved my hand so she can speak.
Would you let me go?
She wants to be like, go, Salty.
All right, do we want this is all in common? I mean, I can't speak Elvish, so don't translate this. Do we want to like just let them go?
I mean,
They might attack us again.
we got to at least get all the stuff she was using. The rod, the stuff that she was causing the lightning strikes to hit in the area.
Yeah.
That type of stuff.
Does she have the needle?
Ma'am, do you have a needle?
I'll pull out
suppose you
the
might-
piece of parchment that had all that stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
These things.
Right. They're on Karin's pack. She's got them in there.
Perfect.
And it's on her back.
Do you mind if we're gonna take those.
I suppose they're not originally ours, but will you return the staff to me at least?
I'm still dancing
We'll
with
talk
it.
We'll talk about it. In good
It's
faith.
not a no.
In good faith, how about you at least let us take these items back to their rightful owners? That's part of the reason why we're here.
And she speaks in Elvish. Karin, would you come here, please? And the creature begins to walk slowly over to, I guess I haven't given you her name yet, but the druid. And it just prowls on over and kind of leans down next to Salty on the side that he isn't. And Ormano, it passes you as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the sense that it is going to this druid just to sit near her. Do you allow it to pass?
Yes.
Okay. It comes near and sits next to her, and the druid begins to reach into the bag. She puts her hands in and gets as she pulls out, she gets the rapier that Miner is looking for.
Mm-hmm.
She gets some weird
And we can
purple crystalline
take
rod.
it from her. She's not like holding it with an iron grip.
You can take the rapier. She pulls that out first. Next
Okay,
up,
so
she
I'm
gets
just gonna put it behind us.
She gets the rod, and
Mhm.
in the moment, she says, "Will you return the staff to me?"
She wants us to return this. Let me talk to my friends real quick.
Okay.
What else do we need from them?
Also, if she takes the staff back, how do we free Marlowe?
Right?
I'll translate that.
There's a few options. You might force me to risk my own life and free him. The two of you could make attempts to control more trees. Or you could also risk.
How about this? We'll quite possibly consider giving you the staff back after we can free our friend. Will you stay here while we go do that, or do you want to? Actually,
I'll turn to them.
would it be more comfortable if she comes with us while we free Marlowe?
Yeah, I don't trust her.
Okay.
I can stay here if that's easier.
I don't know how far it is.
Yeah, how far is like Marlowe and all that from?
Not far. It's if you remember, there's one path that's probably like 45 feet ahead of you that looks down into this room. That slinks back to where Marlowe is. There's the
okay,
second
so not
path that
far.
you took that slinks around, and they're about like 20 to 30 feet distance. These like vine corridors that lead there, so it's not too far.
Yeah, let us free our friend, and then we'll talk about this staff.
Let's use the staff, and then we can maybe give it back to you.
Yeah. What do you say?
Okay, I'm going to keep this for now. And she
Valid.
puts
Can I,
the
like,
rod
peek-
back into the bag.
On the rod.
But you do have the rapier. She
Rapier.
seems to have conceded
Is-
that.
Is the bag still on like Kareem's back? Or
Yeah,
is the
it's-
bag off?
This is a really cute imagery for something that's like not super
Yeah.
cute right now, but it's like, you know, a little doggy backpack. It's wrapped around the
Oh.
front arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's on her.
While they're talking, can I try and free another head?
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
My wisdom's okay. Where'd my green die go? 5.
Nice.
That's not great.
So that song ended at a good time.
Yeah.
Zerda, you are immediately assaulted by vines moving from the staff up your arm,
Oops.
around your chest, and around your legs, and then into the ground. They have planted you here, literally.
Oh, it doesn't like dancing.
Oh god.
You immediately lose all of your HP save for 1 as your
Okay.
life force is sucked out of you. Roll
Zerda.
me. Yes, and this you just see a massive green light coming from her. Roll me 2 D100s.
Okay. Let's see. Damage 2d100.
Not concerning. Not concerning. You know.
Yeah, I can
First
tell
one
it's getting like her life
is-
force getting sucked out.
Mm-hmm.
First one
Okay.
is 60. Second one is 32.
So 60 and 32 is 92. At the moment, you have now control and the decision to spring new life, alter it, or succumb. And you get to choose. That's the feeling that you get. Something that sprouts new life, something that alters it, and something that lets you give in.
I'd say alter.
Oh no.
So in that moment, the entire forest, or at least the things in your immediate vicinity, begin to shake. Make me another wisdom saving throw.
Great. I'm gonna use a different die this time.
God, Zerda out here fucking about to die.
What'd you get?
Oh no. I got a 1.
Oh no.
So
Let me see what I would have gotten if I used the same die. So much fucking better, of course.
So on a natural 1, not this one, no. On a natural 1,
Oh no. I become the trees.
Zerda is knocked out. So
Great.
she's at 0 hit points,
But stable.
but stable, as
Okay.
the rest of her life force is pulled out of her, at least for what's available before she dies. And the trees violently shake, reverberate, and move around. And immediately what's underneath you becomes pliable, loose, and you all begin to lose your footing. Make a dexterity save, all of you.
Oh.
Except for Zerda.
Yeah, I immediately, it doesn't work.
Oh god. We just me and Ormano can just not leave Zerda alone unattended, like get
And
like sitting in
for-
one place.
I've told you
Um,
this.
And for Miss McGuire.
Oh yeah, roll for her too, please.
Oh, Mrs.
Okay.
McGuire.
Not great.
Okay.
What'd she get, Miss
She got a
McGuire?
12.
Okay. And Salty
11.
or Mono?
It's a dex save, right?
Yes.
Natural 20, 21. Total.
Hey!
That's
Okay.
pretty good.
Pretty
Um,
dexterous.
You notice now
with
in
that,
this
with
moment.
that box on your back.
You notice in this moment that the feline-esque humanoid creature, their paws sink into the vines and become enraptured. Salty, the same happens to you.
Oh no.
Zerda's already in it. And at the moment, you see and hear a
But the
large...
druid lady.
She seems fine. She's
Okay.
holding on to the proper vines and keeping her standing. And the same thing happens to you, Armando. You're able to find the proper vines to stand on, hold on to, or whatever.
She has disadvantage on dex saves
Oh.
because she's restrained.
Let me re-roll that. What's her... So she falls in, actually.
Aha!
Let's go.
So the only person
I don't know if
currently
that's good or not,
standing
but let's go.
is
Bow
Ormano.
before me.
And you hear...
Oh, no. Ormano, I pray before you.
You hear in a deep voice, "That will do." And you hear a large being begin to slink through the trees. Ormano, give me an intelligence saving or intelligence check
Okay.
as you
You know,
notice
you-
this with your passive perception.
You don't like those 3 words. Intelligence saving throw.
No.
You don't like to hear that.
None of you like
not,
to hear
not
that.
many of those. So it's a straight intelligence check, you said?
Yeah.
5.
Okay. You just assume like maybe it's Marlo getting out of there. You don't know. Okay, so
Oh no, Marlo's a bad guy.
No, Marlo's great. We love Marlo.
all of you
I'm
who
scared.
failed are restrained.
I
Do I
joined the
even, do I
club,
even
huh?
see her body?
Zerdas, you can still see it through some of the cracks in the vines. But Ormano, what do you want to do?
Zerda. Shit.
Are we like sinking in the ground, or are we just getting wrapped up
You're
in vines?
falling and getting wrapped into things. So in that moment, I
Question.
need... Yes.
Can fish try to chew through some of the vines?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. What should we do with that? I guess
I don't know.
probably a strength check for fish.
What's the strength of a rat? I did say he was a mouse, but he's a rat.
All right, I'll do the little look up. Rat. The strength of a rat is -4.
Oh,
Okay.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Do a bite attack. It is +0 to hit, so roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
It makes more sense.
7.
7? I mean, they're vines. They're not hard to hit, but he can't seem to chew through it, though he is trying.
So the vines are continuing to move around them?
It seems like the forest is just losing all shape.
Okay, so I'll do my best to try to pull her out first, since she's like smaller and getting sucked in.
Yeah, give me a strength throw, or a strength check. Thank you. My words,
Salty
throwing and
just
saving.
slowly
Salty, do a
getting,
strength check for me as
Hang
well.
on,
Try to get out.
Salty.
Yeah, Salty's just slowly like doing the Terminator like thumbs up as he gets swallowed by these vines.
18.
18? Okay, because of the nature of the choice that Zerda made, everything seems pliable and movable. You're able to move vines around. There's a lot. It's like a rat's nest. Haha. Wow, that was unintentional of vines. But as you try over about a minute, you're able to pull her out.
And
Do you bring the staff, or do you leave it lodged in there?
it's like sticking up right now?
It basically it's kind of attached to her arms. With your strength check, you could rip it off of her. You could decide to leave
I
it, or
mean-
you could take it.
I'll
Or
leave
leave it
for
on her
right now.
arm.
I'll
Okay,
leave it
cool.
for right now.
So it's just flopping on the end of her hand.
And I'll
That's an image.
I'll pick her up and just kind of hold her with. I guess I've let go of Ms. McGuire.
Okay.
Because I don't have enough hands.
Yeah,
so I'm holding
unfortunate.
her in one hand, and then I will try to help Salty out.
Okay, so Salty, you have advantage on your strength saving throw to get out of
Okay,
here.
good.
There you go,
Good.
Salty.
I already rolled one of them, which was a natural 2. So
Oh,
let's
boy.
see. I do add +6 though.
Yeah.
So that's a 12.
No, that's
Come on,
sufficient
Salty.
enough. You guys notice that everything here seems very pliable at the moment. It's like in a weird state of matter right now, where the tree and the bark is just moving rampantly. So you do get freed.
Salty, we gotta get out
careful,
of
I'm
here.
heavy. Oh, I think you dislocated my shoulder. Hold on.
Sorry.
All right, I'm good. I'm good.
And oh, she can't hear it. She can't understand it anyway.
Salty.
Yes.
Is the panther thing? Is she like trapped too?
Yes.
Salty, grab the pouch. We gotta get out of here.
Don't have to tell me twice. I kind of like trudge over and make my way towards the cat and try to like.
Oh.
I have a dagger. I want to like cut the straps off so
In
I
the
can just
same
grab the bag.
moment, I just moments ago rolled a strength check for our friend to get out.
Fair.
Okay.
Not Kareen, not the cat. She failed. But the other druid gets out and at the same time is running towards Kareen. Salty, what would you like to do?
Can I try like body check her?
Sure. I guess
Give
at
me
this
an extra second or two.
we could get back into initiative, but I kind of like freeform sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Sound good?
I imagine like it's me like the quarterback trying to go to like get the bag and then
Yeah.
Ormano just like body checks the druid lady so I can get some time to.
And she looks like she's making it be like for Kareem, not like trying to attack Salty, right?
No, she's going straight for Kareen.
Right, then I'll instead of body check, I'll just try to like grab her and hold her.
Okay. I guess
Not
that's a
as strong
strength
as
check.
Salty, but yeah, I'll
So
try to
strength
do.
contest.
Yeah.
Marlo is
Okay.
freed.
Marlo
We
is
don't know.
nowhere to be found. Okay.
Okay.
What'd you get?
15.
She has a +0 to strength and rolled a 16.
Oh, brutal.
So she.
I mean, I'm holding Zerd in one hand. You know, it's kind of tough to.
Yeah,
to do both.
you got a
Yeah.
box kind of weighing you back a little bit.
She just kind of gets one arm and pushes you to the side and gets ahead of you.
Ooh.
And I take out my dagger. Not going for a stab. I'm just gonna try and cut the straps off the backpack so I can just like grab the bag.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check, and she will do the
Cool.
same. So
All right.
contest
to
here.
like try and get out or
to get to the bag
contest?
first. A contest.
Oh, who is this? Kareen or?
This is the other druid.
All right, sleight of
other.
hand.
We
I'm
never
gonna
asked
+4
her
to
name.
this. Fuck this bitch. I don't care about her name.
Yeah, but my
Salty
notes.
angry.
Come on, man. That's a 13.
A 13. You do
Yeah.
get there first.
Okay.
But in that moment, she is going to cast, or at least try to cast a spell.
Oh.
Let me see what this does. Verbal semantic. Ormano, you understand this as she yells, "Bind!" and more vines under her control begin to come up and wrap.
Fantastic.
A creature in the area. Okay, so everybody, let's say Kareen needs to make this, Salty needs to make this,
Okay.
Zerda's down,
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
and
holding her.
Ormano, I need all of you to make a strength saving throw.
Ooh, I'm good at
Okay.
those.
Not
18.
great at them. Well, okay. Oof. 10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
10.
10.
Hey.
She's not here right now.
That's a callback.
It is a callback.
Shout out. Name
So
drop.
you begin to get rebound by vines that are more sturdy this time around. It seems to be a different sort, but Ormano, you get bound holding Zerda. Salty, you do not.
Okay.
A lot of vines around here.
Yeah, a lot of vines. But I can like get the bag loose.
You do get
with
there
this.
first.
Okay.
So you
I
just-
take out my dagger, cut off the straps just so I can like easily grab the bag. I guess that's like my action if we're doing that.
Yep. Okay.
I will E.
Double.
Oh, I'll try to, as I'm running back to them, kind of like try and like not tackle them, but like kind of pick like a Ormano up and like try and rip him out of the vines as
Yeah.
we like.
Absolutely. We'll keep your strength save from before. We'll say that.
18. Gotcha.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because you know the strength needed to get out of these. You just did
Yes.
it. So you rip Ormano and Zerda out, the unconscious Zerda. And you're in a pretty good shape right now. You've got the bag itself. Kareen seems to still be stuck, and at the moment, the other druid is just holding on to Kareen, kind of
Just
like
shout
hugging
out
it.
in Elvish.
Stay there. We're gonna back out, okay? We mean no more violence needs to happen. I know you
Just
want
like
to.
in,
Oh,
I know you want to
just
keep
like in
Kareen
my
safe.
arms.
So
We're
we're just gonna slowly start backing up, I guess.
do you want to
Wait.
get her staff off my arm?
Or do we want to take the staff? I have like Ormano in my arms. Ormano has Zerda in their arm. Just like a big pile of bodies right here.
Just lead us out of here, Salty.
Are you guys turned around?
I
Or are
assume
you
he's gonna-
still...
Just keep watching and back up.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll like football like run to the exit, having like Ormano watch behind my back.
Okay. Ormano, you hear in this moment an exasperated, "I'm so sorry." It's her speaking to Kareen. And she speaks in a language that none of you understand.
Okay.
And I checked. None of you understand this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. I know two.
Same.
And Salty, you've got the bag?
In one hand, and the other guy's like over my shoulder in my other. Yes.
Make the most important dexterity saving throw of your life.
I'm scared
Oh
of all.
no,
You're holding us.
Mrs.
drop us.
McGuire.
Oh yeah, Mrs. McGuire is here. They're fine. They're an animal. I'm scared of all my dice.
Ormano, are you being held or are you by yourself?
I mean, I was gonna get off, but I kind of like the football technique, I guess.
Okay, yeah, just Salty. I almost want to say disadvantage, but you're strong, so.
All right. God, I'm scared. Dex saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrified. I am.
Wait, do I have a moment to?
Absolutely. You guys, we're in fluid action right now. If you think something, you can do it.
Never mind. This is just for ability checks, not saving throws.
I'm about to fucking cry. All right.
Did you get a
Ladies
one?
and gentlemen, that is a nat 1.
Okay.
You can't write this shit. You
Where's-
cannot.
Where is Miss McGuire right now?
She saved, right? The initial thing.
Yes.
So she's wherever she wants to be.
I guess
I'm
she's
gonna
chilling
roll.
somewhere.
To
I
decide
let
what she
go
does
of her
real
stuff.
quick. I'm gonna roll to decide what she does real quick.
I miss her already.
Keep in mind how much she
She-
loves us.
Decided
Yeah.
to follow you.
Okay.
Blindfold is still
Okay.
on. She seems to be smelling and following you guys.
Yeah.
My
Um,
baby.
And I rolled for this.
Okay.
She's near you.
Okay.
And within a 20-foot radius, you guys become targeted by lightning
Oh, okay.
as it points
Gotcha.
straight from the sky coming down towards the bag. It
Okay.
hits.
Oh my
okay.
god.
do
Azurda
I-
and Mrs. McGuire
Do I get hit
meld.
by this stuff too?
You're being held by...
I think all of us are gonna get
Yeah,
hit by
it's-
this.
Yeah, all of us.
Okay.
So in that moment, all of you are whisked to some different location. It seems ethereal in nature. There's wispy air around you. Things are like purplish blue. And in the moment, I need all of you to roll initiative.
Oh
Well,
god. Okay.
she's out of it. We didn't take
Yeah.
any damage, right?
No damage.
Okay.
God,
that's
I've been
good.
rolling like
Dude.
hot garbage this whole session, man.
Do I need to roll initiative even though I'm...
Yeah, I'd say so just to have
And
it.
it's just
Mhm.
us 4 plus McGuire. Do we see is the druid?
All of
then-
you are there except
Okay.
for the druids, including
Okay.
Miss McGuire's with you.
Okay.
A meld between Zerda and Miss McGuire makes me think of Nina.
I was thinking a meld between all like 4 of us. What kind of fucking abomination that would make.
Yeah.
I got 11 for initiative.
All right, give me 1 second here.
Jesus, that. All right, I'm gonna roll this die again.
You got an 11. Okay, or Mono, what do you
Yeah.
have?
5.
God, I can't believe
Zerda?
17.
Jeez.
God,
Yeah.
I can't believe I got a nat 1. I mean, I can believe my luck is fucking awful, but
Yeah, it
you
wouldn't
know,
matter if I'd given you any
Yeah.
natty 1. When Braxton says the most important roll of your life, that's when the natty ones come out, man.
Of
It is
course.
when they happen. So you guys seem to be in some sort of circular enclosure that is 50 feet in diameter, so all across this circle.
Mm-hmm.
You only hear currently out of the corner of your ear or wherever in the back of your mind, fight for control.
Okay.
Oh,
And let me... Considering what has happened,
Yeah.
the same thing is heard for Miss McGuire. And you guys have been nice to her. She sits down and just waits. Doesn't do anything. But
Okay.
all of you feel the urge to attack each person here.
great. I can't.
Gotcha.
To fight it off, Zerda's out. But Salty and Ormano, make
Alright.
me a
We're doing a
charisma
battle
saving
royale
throw.
level 2.
Make me
Hell
a
yeah,
charisma saving
brother.
throw.
Charisma
saving
saving
throw?
I'm great at these.
I'm not, man. I'm not. Especially when I roll like hot garbage all session. That's a 9 for me.
Nice. 15.
So, Ormano, you succeed. Salty, you fail and feel
Of course.
compelled to attack Ormano. And
All right.
Miss McGuire, but you don't feel compelled to attack Zerda.
Okay.
So first in the initiative, I believe Ormano, you got... Okay, so Salty is first. What would you like to do? I'm trusting your RP here.
Okay. Does it look like Ormano, and does it look like all of them, or does it look like there's something else?
Everybody looks the same, just kind of an ethereal form of each of them.
Okay. You just see Salty just get... What have you done, Ormano? Ormano, what have you done? I need to get back, Ormano.
Do you drop us? Are you still?
Yeah. No, I drop you out of my arms, and I'm just like standing over you.
All right, that's good.
Ormano, you need to bring us back, and I'm gonna punch him.
You're gonna punt him?
Punch him. Oh, now this is where I roll well. Natural 18 to hit.
That'll hit. Yeah.
All right. That's 7 damage on the first one.
Okay, 7 damage.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna punch you with my other fist.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. That is a 5 damage.
I go down.
So immediately, Salty, you feel some sort of insane value of success right now. Like more so than any other fight you've had in your life.
Oh, yeah. Bring me some more of that. Come on. Where has that been all my life, man?
So,
this feels great.
in your excitement, it seems that you have, quote unquote, won against Ormano, against Zerda because she's already down, and against Miss McGuire, Lady McGuire, because she
Lady McGuire.
conceded, it seems.
Yes. Oh,
Tell me when it's my turn to roll a death save.
Okay.
Do I need to be making wisdom
Fuck, I haven't
saves or
been doing
anything?
that for her.
Well, you said she was.
She's
stable.
stable.
She was stable.
you said I was
I
stable.
am not. I just got beat tall.
I imagine I just fucking 1-2 punch you.
Salty, only you right now hears a loud voice coming
Yeah,
from
I'm in
space.
nothing world right now.
You've succeeded. Now make your
Alright, hell
choice.
yeah.
Do you
It's like
wish...
it's like apocalypse or something.
Kind of. Do you wish to gain the power of others? If so, what would you want? It seems they mean the people in this room.
Okay. Honestly, I don't feel like I need that. I mean, look at me. They're both on the ground. Little Miss Lizzie over there, being a good little lizard, sitting there. But honestly, no, I don't think I need their power. Are you kidding me? I mean, look what I just did.
Does he still hate
yeah.
us?
Yeah,
No.
okay. I mean, look at what I still did. Like, I mean, yeah, it sucked. Ormano's unconscious and looks like he's dying a little bit. Zerda is a tree unconsciously. Yeah, I don't think I want what they got. Honestly, I mean, I'm fine.
Should I
I'm
make a
fine,
death
mate.
save?
Not yet. We're still in initiative. Salty's still going.
Okay.
All right.
Just quite the combo.
Well, that's unusual. Most end up taking this bargain.
Yeah, I'm kind of an unusual fella.
Do you care for that creature on the floor?
What creature?
You get the feeling it's talking about Miss McGuire.
Do I care about them? I mean, they're fine. They're a good animal. They seem to not, like, I would have them as a pet, if they wanted to, but, yeah, I mean, as much as a person can care for an animal that, might be a pet, yeah, I'd say yeah. I mean, but not, I mean, it's not like they're my son and my wife, not that much caring, but like a pet, yeah, I could see it, yeah.
If you had the choice to receive its power of binding, would you?
Receive the power of its binding. I mean, honestly, what, like turn people into stone? Not, I mean, that's kinda, I mean, that is sick, right? But that's not really, like, my thing. Like, I would prefer a fair fight and, like, get knocks taken at me and, dish them out fairly. In like a even fight, like I did with Ormano here, that was pretty fair. He just dumped on the ground and beat his face in. But no, I don't think I would need that, honestly. Like,
You're
it was
most
just turning people into
unusual.
stone. Yeah. I mean, that's not fun. What I look at you, that means I couldn't look at anything really, right? Like I couldn't look at my friends. I couldn't look at good food. It would just turn into stone. Yeah, no, I'm good on that, mate.
Most people jump at the opportunity to get more power.
Yeah. Or if I'm getting more power, I would, for myself at least, just work for it, you know?
All right. I'll take a chance here. You may go. And in that moment, you return back into the forest. Things pop out. Your friends are down around you. And the forest is still going crazy.
Great.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, Romano, I'm sorry. Pick them up in both of my
Death
hands.
saving throw.
Okay.
Pick them up in both of my arms.
That's a fail.
That's a fail.
All right.
Was that a natty 1? Okay.
So if you look back over to the druids in this moment, and this is a split second thing that you think about, the normal druid seems absolutely baffled that nothing happened.
Okay.
Tell me-
Sorry,
tell me when to make
I'm a
my
little
second.
unusual.
I mean, Salty, do you want to try to stabilize Romano?
If I know that Armano's dying, I'll probably, try and patch him up to the best of my ability.
Okay. Do you have any potions or anything?
Actually, do we have potions?
I don't think we have any.
Oh,
No,
boy.
the one that we had was
Oh,
used.
I have my one bandage. I have my one bandage I was gonna put on Zerda. Yeah. I'll try and stabilize him with that bandage.
And that's just a medicine check, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Ryan, do you know the save they need to get?
It's a 10,
It's
right?
a DC 10, yeah, to stabilize.
So I have to roll an 8 on the die. I have a +2, which isn't nothing. That's a natural 14.
Romano is stabilized.
All right. Oh, I knew this bandage would come in handy. Why was I going to get that to Zelda? Wrap it around your head like to hold your brains in, basically.
Yeah.
I don't care about these druids anymore. I'm picking them up. Do we still have the bag?
Yeah.
Yeah. Picking them up and just booking it. I don't care about them behind me.
Easy. They seem to be dumbfounded, at least, and they're just kind of embracing each other as you
Worry boy.
run away. Do you just go back the way that you came?
Yeah. From what I remember. Yeah.
Things are a bit shifted at this point. Things are moving around where Marlowe once was. He is no more. And after a bit of running, you come by the camp that there used to be, and then eventually the forked path and the single path, and you make it out of the forest.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I look around for the bugs. The cow bugs.
There seems to be in each of the cows a massive gaping hole on the side of each of them, but there are no bugs around. At least
All right.
anywhere
Good. That's
with your
good.
general
That's
perception.
good. All right. No fucking bugs. All right. None of you guys have anything through your packs, right? For like healing or anything?
So my pouch, if you look in my backpack, I have a candle,
Nice.
Okay.
a hammer, and some manacles, and a small mirror. Everything else, you've seen me pull out of my box,
Gotcha. I'll just try
and
and
it's locked.
I'll just try and hoof it.
Actually, I guess
back
you
to town.
do find my key from my box.
Salty does not care about that.
Ooh, but what if there's something in the box that could heal us?
Oh, that is true. I don't
There's two keys. You see two keys.
I'm dead. Never mind.
At that point, Salty's not thinking about that. He's like, "Oh, key, fucking, I don't need that." And
Do
he's
you
just
look back
gonna,
at the forest at all?
No, I think he's just gonna like gather them up and like book it back to town to get some healing.
Yeah, you hear plain as day, a massive rumbling of trees, creaking of massive bark branches as something pulls out of the forest. And you just continue running back to town?
If I hear that, then yeah, I'm gonna glance over my shoulder.
So you see, and let me make sure here.
Is Miss McGuire following us?
She does not seem to be.
Yeah, I don't know if she's as fast as you anyway.
Yeah, she's not the fastest. So you see a huge
What have we done?
head pop up from the forest, and then another, and one more.
Marlo!
So I got 4 heads, whatever I
An
counted.
eyeless, creepy head.
One of them doesn't have eyes, and it seems like the shot out of, I don't know what that actress is, but whenever like water gets splashed, everybody just kind of like they flap their hair back. It just kind of like rises out of the forest, and you hear
Menacingly.
you hear a bit of a
menacingly.
roar or a growl coming from what you assume to be Marlowe as he rends himself through the forest.
Hi, Marlo. Running real quick. You real quick. You can't heal or anything, right? Just yelling this across the distance.
I'll be okay.
I'm talking about my friends here, mate.
We just let a Hydra
like
loose.
the one that like let you loose, you know, her the smart one. She freed you. I need some healing. Can you do any of that for us or no?
So who are you talking to?
Marlo.
He's just shouting this.
I'm shouting this at Marlo.
I have no capabilities as such.
All right, we'll be back, Marlo. Or run off and to town. Because I still Salty's thinking, yes, we're coming back because we need to get that stuff, right? But that's not important right now. What's important is to heal these guys up.
Well, you have the rapier, the
Rapier's
rod.
in my pouch. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's a good portion of it. You have the things that Miner wanted at least.
Yes, but
Um,
not what Rock wanted.
Yeah,
can you make
no,
me a
we
perception
went
check
before.
before you turn around from
Hell yeah.
Marlowe?
I might wait a beat for a... Hey, Jamie, is the OWO a nat 1?
The woe is a nat 1, yes.
Yeah, nat 1. Nat 1 then.
Ooh,
Why?
Woe is a nat 20.
Yeah, because, you know, man, I got spicy rolls.
Damn, dude, terrible. Yeah, you don't see anything in particular. You
All right.
just see one of the heads of Marlowe like toss back, open its mouth, and close.
I'm
Yep.
gonna wait a bit, just kind of like antsily waiting, like kind of shifting my feet, waiting to see if Miss McGuire shows up.
Yeah, after a little bit, you do see Miss McGuire pop out.
I'm sure the townsfolk will love her.
Oh,
Are you guys gonna?
fuck, I know Zerda will absolutely kill me if I just left. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna just kind of wait. Come on, Miss Lizzie, this way.
He still has a rope and a blindfold, yeah?
That's correct.
I'm just gonna wait for them, and then if I have to pick that up as well, and then just no, they're too big. But I will, as fast as I can, go to town with Lizzie in tow.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Lizzie's big enough to be jumped on top of, probably.
Sure, I put them on Lizzie, and I kind of jog next to it.
Yeah, not super fast. I don't think a Hydra is like not a Hydra, a basilisk. Let me see how fast they go. Because you could probably. run.
I'm imagining they look like what are
20
those
feet.
what are those giant lizards? Komodo dragons?
Yeah, with multiple legs and glowing eyes and a gaping maw.
Yeah.
It moves about 20 feet, so you
The
can
big old baby.
Yeah, I can keep up with it.
kind of jostle here.
All right, fuck me. Jet, a night, yeah, let's go to the Envy Forest. It's gonna be a nice little gathering thing. We'll fucking wake up the whole forest and wake up a fucking 5-headed beast. It seems pretty chill, but come on.
For some
and
time,
that's what I'm saying to myself as I go back to town.
both Ormano and Zerda, eventually you start hearing the ramblings of your companion Salty
Will I come back?
as you come to a little bit. Yeah, just because it's
Yeah,
going to
well-
take a while to walk through. And
Was it about like an hour to town, right?
Yes. So it'll take a
Yeah,
little bit
okay.
longer because you guys are going kind of slow.
Mhm.
Just a little bit slower. So you guys all come to. You feel
Oh, wake up?
terrible. Yeah.
Cool. I'll
Oh, you're awake. Oh,
No, one
thank
HP.
whoever. And I kind of give you both kind of like both a side hug, like do the thing where like both of you are like in my arms. Say, oh, I would have been very sad if
Watch the face.
all
there,
died.
pal.
I'm sorry, that wasn't me. That wasn't me, May. I'm sorry. I mean, I did. You have to admit, I did get you pretty good, though.
What are you talking about?
Salty kicked my ass.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Salty?
Well, all right. There was a forest going crazy.
It's hard to explain.
You turned like into like a forest cocoon thing.
Cool.
The forest was like exploding everywhere. Marlowe's free.
I want to sleep is what I want
Hey.
to do.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Nice. And I guess you guys just make your way back to town at this point.
Oh, do you guys want to go back to town, or do you want to, explore the forest where the evil druids or
Oh,
kind
is
of pissed
the-
at me?
We could rest out here.
Is the
Then go
staff still
back.
stuck to my arm?
Yes.
Oh, well, we got more than we bargained for, eh?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm happy to.
sorry.
It's all right. I'm happy to talk it all out after a nice rest. I'm beat, literally.
I would like a drink.
Good pun. Good pun.
I got water if you want some.
And right there, that is where we will end this session.
Are we
Until
sitting
we
down
have
for
to-
are we sitting down for a rest? Is that where
I assume so, yeah?
Like a short rest. Cool.
I want to
Hell yeah.
sleep for real, please. Please. I'm tired.
Do you find a path or do you stay on the road? I mean, it's pretty well traveled at this point.
Yeah, we'll stay on the road.
Okay. So you guys hunker down for a little bit and we'll end the session there.
Salty's big day, guys. Salty's big day.
I mean, it happened in one of the last episodes too.
you know
Salty's
what?
clutch.
Except for that nat 1 roll, man. But
Salty's clutch my ass. He beat the hell out of me.
All right.
He kind of saved the situation.
So
I don't know, saved my ass. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week for some more action.